Why are Ukraine's cheap, slow drones so successful against Russian targets? This video, posted on Twitter by a journalist in Turkey, shows a Russian missile launcher sitting in the open. Suddenly, it's consumed by a huge fireball.
What's remarkable about this drone system is that, we're all used to the Reaper and Predator drones that the U.S. military and the CIA flies. They fire Hellfire missiles. Those are $30 million a piece. These drones cost about $1 to $2 million.
So as weeks continue to pile on, we're seeing more and more that Vladimir Putin is actually rather incompetent and in over his head, even more so than many people even originally thought. He's lacking the support from world leaders that he truly needs to build a stand. And as from the footage that you just saw, the Turkish-made TB2 drones blowing up military equipment that's just sitting out in the middle of nowhere, open without the proper air defenses, shows that this is really a rushed move, even though, Putin and the Kremlin have been planning on this for years. Obviously, it wasn't something they just woke up and just did. But, they just seem to have not properly accounted for many things. And even, the wealthiest people within Russia are starting to turn on them because it's just like, you're just not winning this. You don't have a real out. And the way this ends is not going to be good for Putin whatsoever.
One expert has tracked as many as 30 individual strikes against Russian vehicles. And the reason this is so confounding to experts before this conflict, and when I would ask military experts about their impact, they would say, oh, don't even think about those. The Russians will make quick work of that weapon system. Once again, the experts overestimated the competence of the Russian military because this system is flying in Ukraine and it's hitting Russian vehicles, including the very missile systems that are supposed to be able to take it down. And what's remarkable about this drone system is that,
Putin hasn't been able to create any effective arguments that make him look like he's a victim or like he's just in his pursuit. Pretty much everybody, even people who aren't neck deep in politics like, the audience here is, people can see like, no, this guy's just invading this country. And you look a little bit deeper into Russia's history, not so long ago when the Soviet Union existed and, Putin's ties to the KGB and coming out and how long he's been in power. And it's as clear as day what's going on. He's just trying to expand Russian territory. And as we just saw, China's refusing to help him militarily the way that he needs. And, he's really just asked out. The economy of Russia has been sanctioned in a way that we've never seen before. And the arguments that he's making and the pleas that he's making and telling people sanctioning us is an act of war, as if he isn't just blatantly invading Ukraine, it's just not working. It's a reasonable question to ask how, lower grade technology and weaponry can have such a large impact on Russian military. And this just goes to show the impact of not just leadership, but also support and also what people are fighting for. This is one of the biggest reasons why, in Vietnam during that war, even though they were greatly outmatched in terms of military weaponry, they knew the land and they had something worth fighting for, their independence, their freedom, their true identity. And Ukrainians have something similar in this case. They're fighting for their independence, their freedom, their identity as Ukrainians and not just, some new portion of some brand new Soviet Union that's never going to come to be. And we're seeing this, like I just said, China refusing to help out Putin militarily, his economy crashing, and him really just being his back against the wall. He's got all these nukes. And so people are going to continue to push him further and further against the wall. Not saying that he's going to send all the nukes out, but that's why people aren't going to let him breathe, because he does have all of those nuclear weapons. And it's like, nah, bro, you're not going to do this. And that's what the world is telling him. And so, only time will tell how this ends.